Well, if you had a Brownie movie camera right now, you could take a picture of Joe Garagiola and 5 of these other Milwaukee Brave stars. Joe, you take over, won't you?
Ed, I tell you, I've been taking a beating back there. Everybody's telling me Aaron has his bat, and he says to me, here, but don't get hurt. But I do want to tell these fellas and all of them. I'll introduce them first because I got to meet them as they came across home plate. This is Eddie Matthews, one of the best third basemen in the country, and I wish he'd have stayed there. This next fella is a catcher. I'm partial to catchers because I think they're all underpaid. Del Crandall. And this is the fella, Ed was on me about getting traded, and he modeled a few uniforms himself. This is the freckle-faced version of Fort Knox, Red Shanedean. Here's one of the real jet jobs. Last year he watched the World Series in the hospital, and this year he's doing the same thing to Casey Stengel, Bill Bruton. Of course, the fellow next to me is one of the real great sluggers of baseball, Henry Aaron. I have to tell you this because, as I say, they were giving me a beating back there. Henry, you know, is one of those relaxed hitters. In fact, Robin Roberts of the Phillies says that Henry, just take a look at him. Henry is so relaxed that he sleeps between pitches. But, you know, you watch the catcher talk to the pitcher many times out to the ballpark, and you wonder what's going on. And Yogi, of course, is talking all the time. And some of you may know I grew up with Yogi in the same neighborhood in St. Louis. And, in fact, all this beating I'm taking about the second division, I told Yogi at a Yankee Stadium today, I said, Yogi, I said, you don't enjoy the finer things in life. And he doesn't. Yogi Berra has never seen a World Series game on television. Never has. But I'm going to tell you about Henry. Yogi's talking, everybody worries about everybody. Henry come dragging his bat up, you know. And you know when you're a kid, you're supposed to hit with the trademark up so you don't break the bat, you know. And Henry comes up, and he's got the trademark down, and Yogi's worried about him. You know, he says, Henry, he says, you don't want to break that bat. Turn it up so you can read the label. Henry said, Yogi, I didn't come up to read. But you know, big league baseball, you see how nice they are and refined, but you know what they're doing all day? They're trying to steal signs and signals. Every team's trying to come up with a perfect set of signals, foolproof, where nobody can get it. I'm out of baseball, I can talk about it. Ed, you want to take this bat? Yeah. Can you catch it? Attaboy. Another pass ball. Should have played with Pittsburgh. I want to tell you about signs and signals because Red, you saw him yesterday. You think, I don't know if I'm coming or going. He tried to make a U-turn at third base yesterday. Did you see him? But, these guys, they got Casey Stengel making more trips than John Foster Dulles, and he's saying the same thing. What's going on? But I just want all these fellas to know that, and they know it, that the only foolproof signs in baseball, the Pittsburgh club had them because they thought they stole our signs, but we missed them so much they could never prove it. Eddie Matthews, Crandall, Shanedean, Bruton, Aaron, and now I'm going to give you a fellow who looks just like an umpire, Ed Sullivan. Oh, you do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great thrill, Joe, to have you here tonight to take over the big league chores as a big leaguer would and did. Ladies and gentlemen, you've already met 2 of their pitching aces. Now you've met these other 5. I'm sorry the whole club is not here. How about a tremendous New York round of applause for these very fine ball players from out of Milwaukee?